Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age on the MysteriousJG. You can hear the familiar, peaceful music of Rabanastre in the background, and if you're paying real close attention, you'll see that the girls are now all at level 46, and that includes Larsa, the prettiest princess of them all, while the boys are still level 38, because now I've actually loaded where we did all of our off-screen grinding. And you'll also notice that, in this reality, we've actually done less exploration. Oh, see, here's the Necrol of Nabudis. Oh man, I think we were really, really close to getting out of there. I think you see how there's like 4 different kind of horizontals there? I think we were ducking into the one at the very bottom, and if I just stayed one higher, we might have made it. But yeah, that's the Necrol of Nabudis there, and you'll see... Oh, damn, I didn't mean to exit all the way out. So you can skip through quite a lot of terrain, and believe me, without quadruple speed, you really get a feel for how long it takes to go through all this. You can say I didn't explore this stuff, but I explored every inch that I could get to. But here, unlike running around and seeing all this stuff and then Necrol of Nabudis that we did on screen together, this is as far as I got it off screen, because it was like, whoa, everything here is murdering me like really fast. But as you can see, it's a very north to south type of dungeon, and I think I was pretty close to getting out of it and having a sketched in but kind of useless map, because certainly we weren't holding our own well enough to fight our way through there and leisurely explore and get treasure and whatnot. But we do have Party here who's ready to come back and see what's going on in Rabanastre. One thing that's going on in Rabanastre is a dispirited-looking one of these guys, and it's Rimzat.
Ha! I've been waiting for some time. You see, I am in need of assistance. Please hear my words. I've been sent from Arcadia to study the sandstorms of the Dalmasca Western Sand, but the storm's violence makes such study impossible. There's a place in the desert at the end of a long trail that winds through the north. Mayhap you know it. That is the site of my study. But before the wrath of such a storm, I can do nothing. This is why I seek help. Will you help me? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I must confess I'm at a loss how to proceed. If you change your mind, I will be here. So really, I don't have a quest. So have you reconsidered my request? I'm still looking for help. There's a place in the desert at the end of the long trail that winds through the storm where a sandstorm rages. Sure, I'll help. Thank you, my friend. I've made no progress of my own. I would like you to start by gathering information within Rabanastre. My own inquiries have yielded little. There's one man who knows more than he will say. He sits atop the fountain in the plaza. He does not care for the Empire, so he will tell me nothing. Perhaps you will have better luck. I will be waiting to hear what you find. Just know, this quest will go absolutely nowhere without you. This is apparently my life's work, but I will do nothing but sit here and grump until you do it for me. Have you learned aught of the sandstorm of the Western Sand? There's a man named Kutsi who sits atop the fountain of the plaza. You know something of this, but when he learned I was from Arcadia, he would say no more. Perhaps you'll have better luck. Why don't you go back to him wearing a disguise? You can disguise yourself as a hume. A really big hume. You just put a huge hume costume, you know what I'm saying? So here's Coates. You want to know about the storm in the Western Sand? Been talking to that philosopher from Arcades, eh? Well, you seem alright. Back when I was just a kid, I remember the storm growing worse and worse. We had a way to make it inside, though. Now, if I could just remember. You should go talk to my friend Northam, Scott Flash Northon, over by Storehouse 5 in Lowtown. We were always playing in those sandstorms when we were kids. We'd hide away in that sandstorm for hours at a time, but I don't remember how we got through. You should go talk to my friend Northam over by Storehouse 5 in Lowtown. Well, Lowtown's easily accessed from Southgate, so let's do that. There's the goofy geography. You can tell I'm spending too much time with this game. It's goofy geography I'm starting to get used to. Careful, guys. That save crystal might attack at any moment. I feel like we should have encountered a blue one that was hostile before we encountered an orange one.
So now be on the lookout as we go, as we follow the map down south and then over to Galmore Jungle and wherever this takes us. Once we start going on that end of the overall world map. Because, yeah, I mean... So I think the Saikal Woods, I think east is Fawn Coast, and then further east, like the sort of northeast stretch of this map, which is not explored at all, is the Empire. So I kind of feel like we've explored as much as we're going to up in the northwest direction. And you never get further west than the Tomb of Wraithwall. Wraithwall, whatever. So somewhere down there at that Burm armor chase location, I'm imagining we'll find a blue crystal that is actually a monster. Because I feel like they'd start you off with that, you know? Like the mimics in Lufia, you start off with red chest mimics. The purple ones show up later. Because once they've gotten you with the initial surprise of treasure chests attacking you, in order to really, really make you greedy enough for treasure that you're willing to jump all over it without even checking and see if it looks like a mimic first, they gotta switch it up and give you an orange one. Or a purple one. Being a sky pirate, nothing to it. You just fly over the place in your airship. So how come there aren't as many real sky pirates anymore these days? Most of them, what say they're sky pirates, are just a bunch of thieves. Now me, I'm gonna be a real sky pirate, yar. Follows training us real hard. Yeah, everyone, welcome to the Buccaneers Brigade. Come tell us more stories about being sky pirates. This scurvy bunch would rather hear about being sky pirates than train for it. Maybe they need some training on walking the plank. That's right, murder those children. I'm just looking for Scott Flash Morthon here, so we'll know that we're ready to start this quest. What are you resigned to, boy? The Empire protects us to keep us safe. I know it, but who will protect us from the Empire? They change their minds. Well, I'm doomed. When the children born since the war are older and my daughter sees other kids with parents, I wonder if she'll feel more comfortable with me. Not tracking with that. But I guess this kid is freaked out about having a mom because most of the kids she knows don't have moms. That's pretty depressing. Hey, this guy's selling Coca-Cola products. That kid is full of guile. So I want to check in real briefly with one or two people I know are hanging around up here. Demented merchant. You come to make a purchase. Yes, oh my apologies. My store has no weird fit for children, I'm afraid. Oh, he's a perverted merchant. Impoverished man. Everything always confiscated after the war. You can pause it and read the rest of that if you want. He didn't appear to be starting a quest of any kind. Thomas, thank you again for your help earlier. Oh, she's the one who gave us the quest about that wraith. There's Northern, but now I want to find somebody else first. They've got a thief trapped in the storehouse. A group of children chased her through the Gar Smythe waterway before cornering her there. See that thief over there? I say we should hand her over to the Imperials and be done with it. But the man she robbed says he'll look the other way if she gives back what she stole. Hell, leaves me not quite sure what to do. Oh, I want to take a nap there. No fair. She looks comfy as can be. But why does she keep twitching like that? Pangs of guilt? Nah, probably just fleas. Oh, I broke into the house. I admit it, but these kids, they caught me, chased me around for hours. Surely even a down on her luck thief deserves a spot of compassion. The clans. Talk to the clans about my hunt. Okay, so she either unlocks a new hunt or just reminds us that one could be there. But here's Kites. We haven't seen him forever. Hey, Dan, haven't seen you around much lately. Working on something big? Can't wait to hear more about it. You don't have to worry about me and the others. I'll watch after everybody. That's right. I didn't even think about poor Kites when I was worried about Magero. But Kites is pretty much the same. It's like, yep, story's done with you, Kites. It's fun while it lasted. We'll talk to old Dallin, too. He won't have anything to say either, I'm sure.
Coates sent you? Wow, I'd almost forgotten about playing out in those storms, but not completely. What you need is a wind vane to get through. Coates and me had it split up into 2 pieces, one each. Get it? That way we could only go to our secret hideout together. But I buried my half. Why? Head west on the Western Sand and you'll come to a dead end with these giant Dynus cactuses. It's under one of them. Think you can find it? Remember, you're not looking for the wind vane itself, just one of the 2 parts we split it into. My half of the wind vanes is west in the Western Sand, at a dead end under Dynus cactus. They're big, round cactuses with yellow flowers on the top. Remember, you're not looking for the whole thing. Hope you find it. Good luck. Okay. So, let's talk to old Dallin before we leave. Just to confirm that he, too, will never again be important to the story. Yeah, it's the optional bosses and side quest areas that really have you re-exploring a bunch of zones. The game is actually pretty linear otherwise. But remember, there's no quadruple speed travel in the PS2 version. You have a lot of long-ass hikes to make if you want to revisit areas and talk to people to see if there's anything happening. Mount Buramases. Oh, he does have new substance. Let me think. What could you possibly need to go there for, my boy? Well, it's none of my business, I suppose. The Grand Kiltius Anastasis leads the light from the Buramases. He is a wise man, said to find hidden truths in his dreams. Okay. Most of his Lowtown are glad to see Vane gone. He's too cunning for his own good. I didn't know he'd left. I guess they said he got recalled to the Empire. Dallin was telling me about this place called Kerwan. Doesn't sound like any place I'd want to go. Great. Glad to hear it. No one's expecting you to go, kid. I'll take care of it. Sorry, Jolly Seek. I'd love to hear what you're jolly about, but I'd love to hear how you're getting your jollies, but I kind of want to... I want to finish off this monster in this video. I suppose you know what? There's something else I need to do. Because I figure if we take care of this monster, this optional monster, then we can go back to the story. But before we jump back into that too much, something I should knock out is looking to see if there's any more hunts, and then visiting the guild hall to see if we have any new rewards. So we'll look for new hunts first, because every notice board in the world has the same hunts listed. So if there's any we can do, they should be here. Oh, there's a bunch of new ones available. White Moose. Rank 5. I'm in something of a fix. A monster is made off with an item of great importance to me. I seek the aid of a hunter to win it back. Koopa. This guy's not really a moo, he's just faking. Sure, we'll speak to him. Okay. Talk to that guy near the aerodrome. The ringworm. Balzac wants us to deal with the ringworm. I have to make frequent trips through the Western Sand. Last time I met more than my match. Need a hunter to clear the way. Will you go and speak to the petitioner? Sure. He's hanging out in Lowtown. Well, shoot. Alright, Balzac. And Merilith. I think a couple of these... This is like rank 5. I think these are actually above our heads right now. Friend wishes to make an exceptional toast, so I want to send him an exceptional serpent wine. You get to slay the exceptional serpent. They are also in Lowtown. Oh, no, they're not. They're actually here. Well, whoever they are, they'll have a name. Only Imperials drink up here. So
not Tomage again, is it? Hi, Ben. Have something I can help you with? Not unless you're the guy who posted that thing. I might want to leave and come back. Oh, I just blew up my own video. I figured I would go check on this stuff. I wasn't really expecting to find that much, but now I've got a whole bunch of other people to talk to in town. It's really going to, well, at least get a start going on this side quest, but we might not finish it. Well, let's see who... Oh, you were not here before, were you? Maybe you were. Marks on the hunt board, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's the Tavern Master. Never mind. Okay, so I could have talked to them before. Then there's somebody in Lowtown and somebody near the aerodrome. Come about the bill, have you? Then you know I'm in need of an ingredient most rare. Naturally, a mark is involved, or I wouldn't need a hunter. I've received an order for fine serpent wine, a gift to thank someone for rescuing a person of importance or some such. But like the ingredients to fill the order, we're talking about exceptional serpent wine, so only the finest ingredients will do. Will you help me make the serpent wine? Yep. Splendid. No wine can be made without a proper must, and only the serpent wine must of the legendary Merilith will do here. Starting to see why I need a hunter? Defeat this Merilith to bring you the serpent wine must. If you enter the Zertnan Caverns from the Wester Sand, you should find the Merilith. That said, I searched high and low with no luck. Wish I had more time to look around, but it wouldn't do to leave a tavern for too long, so I gave up and started posted bill. You get all that? Enter the Zertnan Caverns from the Wester Sand and find the Merilith, and when you do, go prepared. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this one. It says rank 5. The ones that we've actually dealt with so far, probably the biggest trouble we had with any of them was we defeated no, where is the Cry of its Power? No. Ring in the Rain. Crocodile. No. Maybe we can handle it. But I'm trying to find the... Little Love on the Big Plains. The Cry of its Power. Paradise Risen. I'm trying to find the Gill Tortoise. Oh, well. It's... I guess there's no way for us to tell what rank they were now that once we've cleared them. So we'll see if there's any new rewards to be had, although this might wait till after we do the battle, because I think we might get a reward for defeating this optional boss. What the hell wrong with here? Let's go to Lowtown. Let's check our clan primer map again. No, this is the silly flan thing. Okay, rank 1. This is rank 5. This one may be way out of our league. This is rank 3. This one might be doable. Although these other ones that we're dealing with have been rank 2. Rank 2. Rank 2. Rank 1. Rank 1. You can't see it after all. Okay, so Gill Snapper was rank 3. So the easiest of these 3 we just picked up is probably going to be as tough as Gill Snapper was, and the other 2 will be significantly harder and are probably way, way out of our range of what we can handle right now. So we'll look for Balzac. So we just entered, and Balzac. Okay, I got it. I know where he is. Oh wait, I entered from the opposite end from what I thought I did. Nope, that wasn't right. Got pretty close before I got off course. So Balzac should be somewhere over here, directly south of... Never mind. Ah, Balzac. You know, my Balzac is what Lethal busts when I leave a bunch of stuff in the video that should have been cut out. He busts my Balzac. You saw the bill I posted? Well, no harm in telling you, I guess. See, we go out to the Western Stand to train and drill, keep ourselves sharp. Well, we've run into a slight problem. I'd like to keep the rest as quiet as possible, so I can only tell you more once you accept the hunt. What do you say? Do we have an agreement? I have all the time in the world to do it once I accept. This might be a little more than you're ready for, but I suppose there's only one way to find out. There's a place in the Western Stand called the Windtrace Dunes. That's where we encountered the ringworm. It's a frightfully strong beast. We couldn't keep training with the likes of that around, so we practiced an orderly retreat instead, but we can't hide away forever. That's why we need you to hunt this ringworm. You should be able to find it just south of the central region of the Windtrace Dunes. You won't find it there just any time, though. I can't be sure, but I think it only comes out when the elements are to its liking. Good luck. Oh. Remember that. Well, that means it only comes out during sandstorms. So now I got to think about this. Winning this quest with the wind vein doesn't make sandstorms disappear forever, but it makes them happen less frequently, I believe. Because we go to the area and we find out what's causing the sandstorm, and that makes it so that we don't have as many sandstorms anymore. Makes sense? Yeah. Problem is now I'm like, oh, but if we need a sandstorm before we can find that mark, then I need to do some reading up on whether you can make sandstorms happen or if you just have to exit and re-enter the area. Like, are we going to make it really difficult to win this this mark hunt if we don't do things in the correct order? So there's still Imperial troops in town. It's just their leader isn't here anymore. In case anyone was confused about whether this place is still supposed to be under occupation. Like, see, leaning against the wall, no dialogue, because we're allowed to go through this gate. So it does disappear to tell us to get lost. Now we gotta look for a Moogle. Last, you know I'm in trouble when I'm looking for a Moogle. Welcome to Chocobo Stables. Yeah, whatever. You've come about the bill I posted. Thank you, Kupo. I'm in a sticky situation, Kupo. The wobbly white confection got the better of me. I prefer not to go into details until you've officially agreed to the hunt. It's all rather personal, you understand. Will you accept my hunt, Kupo? Yep. Accept your hunt. Now I can tell you my tale of woe, Kupo. You see, old Dallin had given me a key, a broken old thing that wasn't working. I have a brother who's quite adept at repairing such things, and old Dallin asked that he do precisely that, Kupo. It's a key. Dallin gave me the wobbly white treat by way of thanks, and well, I decided I'd eat that before taking the key to my brother. I didn't want her or the others to find out, so I went over to the plaza in the south sprawl to eat it, Kupo. And well, I tripped, and how I tripped. I dropped that treat and key both and watched them tumble down into Garrismith waterway. Despite that, I set out determined to find the key and the treat. I'd reached the west sluice control on the Garrismith waterway when I saw it. That wobbly right creature took the key and my treat, and I'm sure of it. If you can defeat it, I'm certain we can get back the key. I'm willing to mark the treat down as lost at this point, but I must have that key, Kupo. Interesting. I must simply get back that key or I'll never be able to look old down in the eye again. It's a wobbly white creature that has it, I know it. My fate is in your hands, Kupo. I better put my business face back on. Welcome to the Googling. Cancel. I do find it amusing that they let characters do something other than their jobs periodically. Like, The Tavern Keeper gives you a quest. The, you know, the Moogling Kupo, or Moogling, Moogle, does something other than Moogling. There are NPCs who have a job that they do, but you can talk to them about other things periodically. So to continue this story, we need to go to the Wester Sands. Oh, but there's something I forgot to do. I want to go to the zone, the place. I want to go to the clan hall and see if, without killing any more stuff, can I get anything cool and new. Keep getting caught on walls. Kupo. Oh, for crying out loud, GG. Well, now I'm going to want to talk to the Vieira too, although I don't know if I've advanced any story since the last time I talked to her. So that might not do anything. See, there's a clan store here that I've been kind of ignoring, but... Oh, there's the hunt, Kupo. Kupopo, you're a headhunter already? You've been burning the midnight oil, Kupo. Clan Satura knows how to reward its hard-working members. Here's a reward. 2 teleport stones. Here, you defeated the King Bomb. Impressive, Kupo. The Psycho Garrison sends you this with their compliments. Awarded for labors undertaken to reopen the Psycho Highway Road. We got a mallet. Here are the marks you can hunt, Kupo. And Orthros we can do. Contrite Thief and Rabinaster. Got caught thieving, and I'd be happy to give back what I stole. Done stole, but this monster came and stole what I stole, and better talk in person. Well, we were already talking to them, but now we know we want to... Okay. So we already talked to this person, but now it's like you got to talk to him, and then you talk to them, and whatever. We call the Violence and Marks elite marks. Okay, well... How does this day find you? Honey the Merilith. It hides in the portion of the Zeratan Cavern known as the Invitation of Heresy. Now listen. Just shy visitors. You must be patient for Bupir. Now go. What about your clan rank? When you've defeated 12 marks and accumulated 40,000 clan points, you will achieve a rank. So there's a shop in here that I think I'd kind of missed out on. Heroes do their part to hunt down monsters. Having trouble hunting any marks because you're contracted for hunt doesn't mean the mark will be there waiting for you. Our old friend Bansat, welcome back. Quite a time we had out in the deluge, eh? It's been a while since I had such a workout. Maybe I can get me a nice tortoiseshell out of the next hunt to add to my collection. But I'm not complaining on me. I'm glad we brought that mark down. I thought there was a clan shop that we were going to be to do. Sponsors the hunt outside the usual mark. Come on, Ed. What are you looking at? This ain't no place for children. Me's an exception. His parents are both hunters. And they were friends of mine to boot. That is until they set out a hunt for this one most notorious mark. But I'll avenge them. Not to be taken lightly, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I thought there was a clan store. I guess I could have just looked at the map and seen if there was a icon of a shop. Maybe the clan store is the store that's down here. I don't know. I'm already throwing more time into this recording session than I meant to. I did say I need to record some RDR2. I'm doing this. So this might be the clan store. It might just be some random store. Oh, clan provisioner. So steal Pollyons. Move safely past traps. Oh, wow. Yes, please. That would be a big frickin' deal in the super death scary place that we've been at. Oh, man. I'll buy 6 so I can have them equipped on people and never have to remember who has it equipped and who doesn't. Gauntlets. Reduces physical damage taken when HP critical. You know what? I'll buy enough for everybody to use them, even if I'm not using them right now. Now, drain, that's what I want there. Although it's probably not as useful as you always wish it would be. So there's an accessory I thought we were going to be allowed to buy, but we're not, so I don't think I've killed enough marks yet. But certainly got a lot of money from killing enemies in the Deadlands. Also killing a lot of Marlboro Kings and getting Marlboro fruits. Oh, and I meant to buy these on camera. An iron forged pole. Simple pole made of iron. Its end is stained with dried blood. It is an iron pole. And a survival set. It's difficult to prepare for every eventuality you may encounter in your travels, but this set is a good start. A healthy supply of antidotes, eye drops, and echo herbs. Antidotes, eye drops, echo herbs. Just like they said. Alright guys, so I think I need to read up on whether actually finishing this quest with the Wind Bane is going to mess up our ability to fight any of these marks before I continue. But after that, we'll be ready to carry on with more of Final Fantasy XII. See you guys next time.